People only care because I'm representing Emil Blonsky. I think they care because they're like, hey, that girl's green. I'm not proud of this.
I've heard it's being called Marvel's like first true half-hour comedy. Is this Marvel's Ally McBeal? Is that apt?
Ally McBeal was absolutely a reference for this show. And so it was always about finding that balance between making a half-hour comedy, which is a new genre for the MCU, and still feeling like we fit into the universe that has been created. So it was always, going back and forth between that. And there's a lot of drama and there's action.
What's funny is in the writer's room, the entire time we wrote the show, we never once referenced Ally McBeal. But what we did reference was a lot of Fleabag. We referenced Better Call Saul. And also, we referenced a lot of Ryan Murphy's American Crime Story, OJ.
I took from all sort of different places, but I really, the tone of this is, it is a half-hour comedy, and I hope people find, there's so much comedy to be mined from, what does a 30-something-year-old single lady who's, trying to balance her work and her life, and then also being a Hulk, and the cousin of Bruce Banner, what does that life look like? And I think we had a lot of fun with that. And there's a lot of deep emotional truths, too, with, what she's experiencing. So I just hope people, fall in love with Jen, because she's funny and she's a weirdo.
If I had seen Ally McBeal, I could tell you. I have watched Legally
not reference
Blonde,
it.
And for me, that's a reference.
Marvel's Legally Blonde.
It's Marvel's Legally Blonde. I'm Marvel's Elle Woods. There is lore and there is humor, so I can see that. But I think there's also a touch of Fleabag in there, which everyone who just kind of saw the trailer got a kind of mini glimpse into. The fact that She-Hulk breaks the fourth wall and communicates directly with the audience. I think that's really cool. It's just unlike anything in the MCU. So I wonder how people are going to take it. I never saw Ally McBeal, so I can't answer that correctly. But I don't know if Ally McBeal had any monsters in it. But yeah.
Not as much green.
Not so much green. Nobody flew, that's for sure. But it does have, I think that show had a lot of wit. And so our show has a ton of satire, a ton of wit, a ton of really cool commentary. And it's in this really magical world.
A hugely anticipated turn for Tatiana. It's you could say the term is Herculean, but in this case, it's a Hulkian role for her. What was it like from your vantage point to watch her go green?
We needed an actress who could embody all the power of She-Hulk and all the every womanness of Jennifer Walters, and she has such incredible range. And it also required an actress who was able to juggle all of these technical aspects of playing that role, and it's not easy wearing the mocap and the camera in your face, and we have to build platforms for her to walk on, and she just did it. Made it look effortless.
I don't know if we've seen Tatiana do a role like flex her comedic chops in a project like this. Tell us about your vantage point on set. Is she hilarious?
Tatiana is one of the best actresses of our generation. She's so good. I could talk about her for so long. She's just a comedic genius. I mean, she is. She's so funny. She's always been a really deft comedic actor. Her comedic timing's impeccable, and she's just she infuses so much of herself into this character. She's just a dream, and I hope people fall in love with her as Jen, because I did.
I was very hell-bent on, we have to get a comedy person because this is a half-hour comedy. And never in a million years would I have thought to go drama, because you don't know, but then she came in, and really the thing that she did first and foremost that really made me change the way I looked at the character and the way I thought about the entire show was that she made this character a person, a human being first and foremost. When she kind of inhabited the character, you're like, oh, this is a real person that I'm looking at. This isn't just somebody who's saying one-liners and getting the laugh. This is like a real person underneath there with layers and multitudes. And then she was so funny on top of that it was just icing.
In her last show, she played about 842 characters at once. So I really think Tatiana can do anything. I really think there's nothing that she couldn't
that's range.
Conquer. She has all of the range, and she's left none of it for the rest of us. And so she's a pro, and she takes to everything. And I think that working with Mark Ruffalo is probably the most magical side of Tatiana that I got to see. The chemistry that the two of them have is going to blow everyone's balls off.
I've always loved comedy, and I've always been drawn to it. I've just never gotten to do it, really. But what's so cool about this script is that it is very funny, but it's very much about the characters. You know, the characters and the sort of situations that they fall into in terms of, like, Jen in the courtroom defending this kind of person against this person, you know, superhumans in the courtroom. All of that stuff creates a real, like, spinning the legal procedural on its head.
You know that friend you had in high school who was way cooler than you were, attractive, got all the attention from everyone?